Hello, everybody. My name's Ardendris, and welcome back to Naruto ShinobiCraft. Last time, we started taking a look at skeletal control, and we tried out everything but Bracken Dance, which I did finish learning between episodes. Other than that, we started messing around with the Chidori, because that's mastered. That's a really cool jutsu, although we can't make full use of it yet. Thank you, Cat. She was laying down on my bed, and then suddenly she was on the desk. Yeah, we can't fully make use of the true power of the Chidori until we get Sharingan, which might actually be today because we do have the DNA waiting for it, so that might be what we're about to do. And, yeah, we fought more Otsutsukis. We finally got one to drop their eyes, so 2 more sets and fighting the dragon, and we'll be able to do that. So, we're getting there. Other than that, we were going to fight Hidan, but kept getting jumped by Otsutsukis. We did a bit of running around, trying to find a new reroll fruit, because apparently, can I do, yeah, this thing, right here, this mysterious fruit reroll thingy, apparently you can eat it, but if you don't have a Keke Genkai in your inventory, it won't actually do anything. It will just eat the fruit and take it away, and you don't actually do anything with it. That should just not be edible if you can't use it. Like, if it would fail, it should fail before you eat it and just give you back the fruit. But no, it fully deletes it. That's fun. Was not able to find a duplicate. I did spend a while searching. And in fact, between episodes, I used the Great Breakthrough technique to rocket this direction for a while. Like, all of this was like one launch that just would not end. And it just keeps going for like 20,000 blocks. And it didn't even make a dent. We're still probably another 20,000 blocks at least away from the tailed beast. In fact, I think it might legitimately be 50,000 by 50,000 or something like that. Something ridiculous. So, if we want to go hunt a tailed beast, I'm probably going to end up cheating it and just teleporting like 20,000 blocks or 10,000 blocks at a time. Because that is just going to keep going forever. Anyways, we can now test out Vacuum Wave. I've worked a little bit on Black Panther, and as I said, Bracken Dance is now ready to learn. So we have a few jutsus to do. And then we need to decide what's really going on today. But first, between episodes, I added back in a couple of these 2 houses just because there's actually too many villagers for the amount of houses and beds that currently are here. Another Itachi. I have so many Itachis, like all but one of these is an Itachi. Or one's a Jiraiya, one's a Kakashi, and one's an Obito, and the rest are Itachi, just because he's so common. And I don't actually have extra monster balls to catch him with right now. But we are going to be grabbing a blacksmith. There you are. Come on. A blacksmith. We need a... You're the tradesman. We need a smithy. And I'm also going to grab the merchant stall real quick. That's the wrong thing. Smithy and... guard post, merchant stall. Never mind, we are not grabbing the merchant stall. We do not actually have the cash. So I have set up what used to be the restaurant, or kitchen rather, into a temporary version of the smithy, just so we can get it running. Just because we have a lot of resources saved up at this point and nothing to do with them from the villagers. So that's going to start happening. I've added some extra chests in here just because everything was like stocked full. Yeah, we're slowly getting there. I should probably spend more time focusing on the village, but other stuff has caught my attention recently. Is there an easy way to get like another 12 emeralds besides the merchants, which I don't know if I actually have anything for the merchant to buy. This is why I want the merchant stall, so I know where you are. What are you currently buying? Bread, I don't know if I have any. A lapis, I don't think I have enough. Wheat, meat. You'll buy potatoes. I probably have a decent number of those. Those are all carrots. Ah, potatoes. 2 stacks. Why are they not stacking properly? That's a few more emeralds, and then he's gone again. No idea where he went. Oh well, I'll hunt him down in the morning and hopefully his trades won't change just yet, or if they do, he'll still have potatoes. So let's sleep through the night. I'm gonna hunt down the merchant real quick and try to just get enough emeralds to get to the merchant stall real quick too. And then I guess we'll do our jutsu test. So let me find the merchant. No idea where he goes. Okay, should now have all the things I need. It changed to wanting carrots instead, and I've actually traded what I can. But thankfully, the blacksmith more or less instantly used some diamonds that the villagers mined to get us a diamond sword, which gets us just over what we need. So now I can build the merchant stall, and I don't never have to search for him again because he is almost impossible to find. Like literally, he'll start hiding between buildings for some reason. And guard post, here it is. Merchant stall. So this is a very, very temporary version of this thing. It will be fixed soon. What is with... All of a sudden, villagers have just started starving, and I don't know why. I have a stack of... Can I not just give you stuff? Like, can why can you not just hand villagers stuff? That's weird. What? Wow. Wow, your pathfinding sucks. You're about to starve to death. I can't feed you by hand, even though I have food for you. And you're just... Whatever. Hopefully they'll make it over there without starving. We did actually have a cleric starve to death between episodes, just because they wouldn't go get food for some reason. I don't know, there's some weirdness with the villagers. Anyways, I have a little bit of inventory stuff to dump. And then what is it we're starting with? Do we go right into the Sharingan? I mean, it is pretty cool. You know what? That's probably what we're getting straight into. Stupid ant nest. Go away. So, this Sharingan DNA, does this classify it as my Sharingan, or is it classifying it as a stolen Sharingan? Loud coughing fit? That was probably picked up. 1 second. Think they're good now. Someone was having a coughing fit right outside my door. I think they're fine now, though. So, anyways, DNA for the Sharingan. I think this is going to classify the Sharingan as ours, which will make it a whole lot easier to use, but it could be counted as a stolen Sharingan. Like, we got that pair of Otsutsuki's Byakugan, and you can see it is very specifically named Otsutsuki's Byakugan. If we were to try to use it, I think all of our cost for having it activated and whatnot, and I think even just having it on our head spot where our Byakugan is would cost us Chakra. I think that's how it works with stolen Sharingan too, at least. So, let's just do it. Sharingan activated. You instantly get access to the Genjutsu, which we already have, but haven't used, so this can just get put away. Also Wither, and I do not have an antidote charm, ours is broken. Is that going to stop at some point, hopefully? The Unreleased can go back in there. Cool. So now, Sharingan, 60% chance to evade attacks, but as it stands, that is the only thing I think the basic Sharingan does. We're still gonna get blindness for a moment. Thankfully, you have milk. There it is. You do have Senjutsu on us, yes? Correct. Cool. So, we lose our night vision with the Sharingan, but it does look quite a bit cooler in my opinion. The blink white of the Byakugan is pretty nice to look at, but I don't know, there's something about the blood red and the tomoes, or however you pronounce that, tomoe? I'm not entirely sure. I could spell it, I don't know how to pronounce it. Oh yes, also, as I was training up the last few jutsus we did before starting, I did in fact reach the maximum amount of Chakra. So we have 50,000, we're maxed out at 100,000 Chakra experience, or Ninja experience rather. I think I could technically change that in the configs, but I don't think we really need to. I think we're fine with that. So, yeah, we're pretty powerful. Also, this is not classified as anyone's Sharingan. Okay, the Sharingan you can take off just fine. It is slightly worse armor, but it has dodge chance, so that's well and good. Now I need to remember or look up how to evolve these, because right now it just starts at the basic. Or it doesn't even start at basic. It starts with all of your tomes unlocked. Some of the other Naruto mods make you unlock those and make it stronger that way. So, I don't remember. Does this have any jutsu skills like this? I don't think so. RFC. Yeah, no. The Sharingan on its own doesn't actually do much besides the dodge chance. Though we can retry Chidori real quick. Where is it? Black Panther Chidori. Oops. That's not... Oh, you saw the dodge chance there. Huh. Oh. Why are you suddenly glowing? I'm not entirely... Oh. Oh yeah, there's something to do with, I don't remember exactly how you do it, but I know I know there's a dodge chance associated, or not dodge chance. I know there's some sort of lock-on with the Sharingan, but I don't know how to purposely activate it. We saw us accidentally activate it a couple of times there. But how to do it on purpose, I don't know. Ah, and you can see there that we're no longer getting the, yeah, we're no longer getting the, like pinpoint accuracy stuck in, like, that, like, almost nothing AoE whenever we use the Chidori. We can actually do this now. Seriously, how does the auto lock-on work? Okay. So yeah, Chidori was already pretty powerful to start off with, but it's significantly more powerful now that we can make use of it. Like, basically, essentially equivalent to the Rasengan, but it, like, leaps you forwards a little bit to land it. How much damage does this do? That is 150. Okay. So, if you have the if you have the Sharingan, this is more powerful and easier to use. Otherwise, it's a bit rough. But let me double check. I don't think this has anything else going for it, just as a baseline, except for the auto lock-on. So let me try and figure out how to do that on purpose, even. Okay, so this does not have any extra effects besides the lock-on that, and the ability to use Chidori properly. That's what I thought. And apparently, I need to take a damage, and then if I hold right-click... yeah. If you hold right-click with this, while in lock-on mode, you'll just be able to... You'll be able to follow them around like that. There we go. But, that becomes very dangerous, actually. Oh, that's the first time we see that properly used, because you're probably going to be pairing this with jutsus. So, considering most jutsus charge up... Yeah. The lock-on is nice, but making you hold down the same button, that's probably going to be launching a super high explosive attack that's just going to destroy everything in the vicinity. Yeah, that's... Not sure I like that one. It makes it pretty hard to actually use the lock-on. Although I suppose if you are purposely charging something like a Rasen Shuriken, then I guess you do want to launch it anyways. I guess you do want lock-on. Actually, that makes it pretty... That makes using False Darkness a whole lot easier. Just because this jutsu is very powerful, but pretty hard to land, so... Oh, and it's the last thing that hits you anyways. Okay, yeah. So the lock-on is very nice for some jutsus, but is going to be very dangerous for other jutsus. In fact, the Sharingan makes it so that you don't want a jutsu in your offhand, kind of. You want to have an open hand free for just, like, going in with Caliburn or whatever. Which, come on, hit me. Except you cannot sword swing. I cannot sword swing while right-clicking with this. So basically, it is more useful for making sure you're lined up with the targets and then switching off a lock-on so that you can go in for combat. It's, hmm, this is going to be a skill ceiling sort of lock-on rather than just something you can do automatically. You have to know how to use it properly and when to use it. Where's the heart? I hear it. Oh, there it is. Oh, stupid. I dislike these ant nests. Like, I cannot stop them from spawning. Oh, dodge chance is... The dodge chance is going to be, again, a little disorienting at times, like the body replacement one. Which, did that get turned off at some point? I realize it hasn't happened in a little while. But it's very nice to get to not take hits. I'll just have to get used to it. So you can go in here. You get put away in here. I should switch off of that before I blow anything up. Oh yeah, we still need to check out Vacuum Wave and Bracken Dance too. So let's give those a quick chance before looking at anything further with the Sharingan. And in fact, we can't look at anything further with the Sharingan just yet anyways. So let's use these two. This is on Bracken Dance, this is on Bracken Dance. I believe Bracken Dance is just like that. Oh, this can bypass the max damage against these enemies. That is good to know. How much does this actually do? This might break those skills, but... is that just a 2.5? That's... average DPS 440. Oh, never mind. So, yes, it is just a little 2.5 or whatever, but it hits like 100 times. Cool. And... oh, you survived. Congratulations. You did not. Okay, so this can bypass the defenses of a Grimoire of Gaia mob if it hits directly, but it's still going to do the full 19 damage if it doesn't. This is... yeah, this is not very useful against something like Otsutsuki unless you supercharge it and hit directly underneath. As this obviously, like most jutsus, gets bigger the higher it charges. Yeah, that spear right there might just barely hit an Otsutsuki. So, very useful against opponents stuck on the ground, but anything that can fly is just going to avoid this. Let's switch back to the Byakugan for just a moment for the night vision. I'm gonna have to end up switching between the two a lot. Does the Mangekyo Sharingan get night vision too? I don't know, I don't think so. If I can get a different way to go permanent night vision, that would probably mean we're replacing the Byakugan altogether. And 1 second, game just froze after adding night vision? Okay. Think we're good now. Anyways, Vacuum Wave. Bracken Dance is very nice. I do love Jutsu. I really do just love Bone Release altogether. Anyways, Vacuum Wave. I don't remember exactly what this one does. Oh, okay. Ah. Okay, to the dummies, because I need to see this thing's maximum value. It's not very long range. It might be... actually, it might be like 10 blocks, which... that's decent enough. But basically, it looks like the amount of swings is equal to whatever number you reach. Like, if I charge this thing up to 10, it'll probably slash 10 times. Yep. Oh, thank you for the 3 coins. Oh, that's... yeah, that's pretty good. And, like most things, it'll probably get better. Yeah, even just like a little thing like that. Basically, if you right-click it, you're already able to swing once. So you're always going to be able to do like that almost auto hits at 20 damage if you're within range. What is the range looking like? Okay, so it's only like 3, maybe 4 blocks if you're lucky with just like a basic release. But if I charge up to 10... okay, so the range reaches there now. Charging up from 10 over here, though. Okay, that's still in range. Is it number of slashes and and distance covered is going to be equal to the charge number, maybe? I think I'm outside of 10 blocks now, but can I still hit? Okay, no, I cannot hit anymore. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 blocks is here. I think we already hit from this distance, so let's go one more. That's 11 blocks. Okay, that's still in range. This should be 12 or 13 then? Okay, yeah. So basically it looks like whatever number you charge it to, that's basically your number of swipes and the like distance you can hit from. That's very nice to know. And even hitting 10 is okay, that works very well against an Iwa rogue. Did you drop any? You dropped a scroll of some kind. What is that? Hiding in camouflage. That's not important. Actually, speaking of which, I did kill a ninja between episodes, and it dropped. Are you really throwing fireballs at me? Go away. You weren't even bandit, so you don't actually have good drops. Between episodes, someone did drop the scroll for Golem Jutsu, so that's pretty cool. This is one you can't get legitimately normally. So that just joins that group. We'll eventually learn Earth Release. That's we need it for Dust Release. It just has not been more important than so many other Kekai Genkais that were just racking up all of a sudden. But that's all cool. Vacuum Wave, it's a very nice jutsu. Bracken Dance is a very nice jutsu. And do we move on to trying to get the Sharingan? I think we move on to trying to get the Sharingan evolution, which normally in single player you could not do. It requires you to watch it requires you to watch a teammate die, which you would do normally with the team scrolls. These things right here, which they're pretty simple to make, but those are a multiplayer item. But thanks to the very helpful Kabuto add-on, we can change things a bit. So we actually need to go get a Shinobi real quick. Think we still have one in here. Hidan Shinobi, there we go. Oh yes, we do want to fight a Hidan today, and I guess some of the Artachis. Because now we got dodge chains too, Hitachi. You can't just ignore us. We'll do the same thing back. Deidara? Deidara. Literally says on the map, I just wasn't paying attention. So our little Shinobi friend here, we need to grab out our 10,000 Rio, and I could actually get one more if need be. This ninja has been recruited. On standby, following, on standby, following. Cool. You're coming with us. So, if I remember what I read correctly, just having the Shinobi and having them die isn't enough. I think it needs to be a max level one. Also interesting that you're going to change your design every time. Okay, there's... Ow. There we go. I don't think you were actually in range of that thing, but sure, go off. So, I believe our Shinobi friend has to be max level, but I want to double check this real quick. I don't want to accidentally waste those dollars by killing this thing immediately and trying to do this. So, 1 second, let me go check the config. Okay, so, if we want to evolve the Sharingan into the Mangekyo Sharingan, we need a level 20 Shinobi, which is apparently the max. That's what I wanted to know. So, in comes experience scrolls. Is it 1 scroll per level? Also, I can showcase something. Apparently, the Shinobis can learn up to 6 of these jutsus. I just closed the list for some reason. I do not remember which ones it is. 1 second, I need to double check that. Okay, I have the list. So apparently it is Fireball, Water Prison, wherever that is in this list. Earth Spike. Let's see, I'm gonna grab at least a couple of them if I can find them. False Darkness is one. Yeah. Fireball, False Darkness, Earth Spike, Chakra Flow, and Water Prison. I know for Chakra Flow, there it is. So there's 3 of them at least. If I'm understanding this correctly, I'll only be able to teach you one of them. So let's give you the Fireball. Shinobi Futon Chakra Flow. Interesting. False Darkness. Does this mean you now have access to all 3 of them? Or is it the most recent one? I actually have 0 clue. It says they can learn one... They can only have 1 attack jutsu along with sealing, is what the thing says. But then it gives you the whole list of them. 1 of these jutsu each at one time. Yeah, I'm not really sure. We need to take our friend into a fight, and if it starts launching a fireball instead of false darkness, I think we have our answer. So you're gonna follow us. Well, let's try leveling you up a couple times, shall we? Level 1, level 2, level 3. Every single time we use one of these scrolls, it gets 10 extra HP. Apparently its chakra reserves go up, and it goes up by a level. So... Doop, 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 and doop. It is now level 20. It has reached maximum level. So our friend now has 250 health. I think that's about on par with us. I think we probably have more. And we'll just follow us around, and we need to take it into a fight. Zabuza. We need it to die, actually, if we want the Mangekyo Sharingan, but I think we need to be close. So I'm not sure if Zabuza is a good matchup. There you are. You're right behind us. So let's just see what you're capable of. Fight. Or... Okay, I need to get hit. Wow. Fight. On standby. Following. Wow. This is something. Like, very, very technically, it is helping in this fight. Are you going to launch a jutsu? Like, we're currently being fireballed, friend. No? No? You're just gonna stand there? And occasionally just hit, like, one little tiny blap with the, with your kunai? Yeah, this is... You know what, we waited so long to do this? And this is the extent of it, huh? Sure. This is a little bit of a letdown now, isn't it? Like, it's not even launching jutsus, it's just... Wait, how did I get stuck with the... Can you hit me? Huh. Oh, hold on. It finally launched a false darkness. It was just being a bit weird against that. It was just being a bit weird against the satyrs, I guess, for some reason. But if I get hit, it will eventually do a thing. Come on. Fine, I'll take off the Sharingan to make the hits automatic. Or the more likely. But it will do, like, 2 little swings. And then it will just stay attached to my hip and occasionally hit the thing if it gets too close. Why was it... What made it so that it actually launched those false darknesses a moment ago? Come on. Are you? Yeah, we got it to somehow do a thing. Oh, now it's throwing shurikens at least. Huh. Yeah, our friend isn't exactly very good at being a shinobi, but it is 100% the last jutsu you give it is the only one it can launch. Cause a great fireball would be infinitely better in this situation. Oh, interesting. If it gets hit, it gets a lot more active. Like, it will protect us if we take damage, but it needs to be the one, like, engaged in combat for it to really work all that well. That is good to know. But how am I going to get something to attack our shinobi instead of us? I don't think that's going to happen very often. I don't know. Our shinobi friend is a fun thing to mess with, but a cat that tickled all of a sudden just grazed up against the back of my leg. I was not expecting it. So yeah, our cat, 1 second, the cat wants some attention. I love that cat, but it's a little bit difficult to actually hold her while playing a game, just because she will just keep, she's a little bit of an attention hog. She would not just sit there quietly in my lap. Anyways, shinobi friends, not exactly the most useful thing in combat, but okay. They'll occasionally do a thing, like they'll do like tiny little hits. If I do that, okay, you will teleport with me. Let's do through the night. Our friend did not teleport with us that time, actually. Unless they're in a wall somewheres. Get him! Get him! Get him! Wow, look at him go. Actually, I'm more likely to accidentally hurt it than for it to die to something else right now. Let's see what we have for opponents. Like, if we spawn in a Hidan, it will just die due to proximity to Hidan. And we do want to try beating one anyways, so... I mean, that's as good a plan as any's. We should instantly get a hold of our Mangekyo Sharingan if we do that. But is there a different opponent? Like, do we think there's a boss this thing might be able to actually take? Haku, maybe, but Ice Prison's kind of rough. Let's go deal with the Necromancer real quick. I do need emeralds, and then we'll decide on an opponent. I think it's going to be Hidan. It's, like, as long as we're close enough to... An S rank? I think that's an S rank missing Nin. Oh, it's Naruto. Never mind. Where is the... There you are. Where's Caliburn? Something was summoned with the sticky effect. Gotcha. So, 20 emeralds just for free. No heads, right? No wither skulls? No wither skulls. Okay, so everything gets tossed away. Inventory gets filled up in like 1/4 of a second. Since so many things give the loot bags. I think I was meant to turn down the commonality of those before starting, but didn't. But I think I actually have a Hidan on us, yes. I also have an Otsutsuki, who would also just be an instant death probably as soon as it did the lightning attack. An Iwa Rogue is also pretty likely just to kill it, but do that. So, let's go somewhere relatively safe. Do I have an extra one on me for you? Yes, I do. Cool. So, Shinobi friend, you're coming with, just to make sure. Following, and let's do this. I'm assuming this is saved in MBT edit. Yeah, that's saved as MBT data, so that's not going to be affected by putting it in the monster ball. Just making sure. I can go in there. Should probably set up the hotbar for fighting a strong opponent like Hidan, but we can do that in just a moment. Head on over to spawners, since that's apparently where we're doing most of our fighting. Although this area is somewhat losing its effectiveness as a fighting arena, considering it looks like this now. Who is that? They have a relatively long name. I cannot tell. It's probably going to be someone I do not want to meet in a dark cave. Oh, it's a rogue puppet master. That makes sense. And gotcha. Give me another Haruko puppet scroll, but we have not gotten the puppet scroll itself, the one that allows you to control them. Where's... I see sunlight, I see daylight, there it is, but not find the exit. Anyways, time to toss a bunch of stuff into chests, or backpacks rather. The Yakugan is not getting used in this fight. Gonna be using the Sharingan because we need it for our... We need it if we wanted to activate it, obviously. So, That can go up there, and that can go up there. We're going to try Vacuum Wave. What other jutsus? Like, there's the obvious Dust Release. That's just a... If we're in trouble and we need to win the fight quickly, we can just press that. Own Release, we'll probably be able to land a Bracken Dance. That can go in the offhand. That automatically goes in the offhand even, interestingly enough. Are you supposed to be dual-wielding those? Like, I don't think dual-wielding swords really works. I never tested it, though, but the fact that it auto goes there is interesting. But, let's just summon our Shinobi so that we have them out already. Sage mode is probably just for the best. And then we'll go Willow, Larch Dance, set up for Brackens. I guess go Lightning Release mode just for the extra defensive capabilities in case our bone armor runs out. And for the extra speed and whatnot. Sage mode is just going to sit here on Rasengan just in case we need it. I do not have the snakes out because I don't think they'll be helpful. You are going for... Actually, we can try out the Chidori on Hidan. Fire's not going to be helpful. There's a whole lot of setup that goes into this, but I think we're probably just about set. If we're going for... Yeah, Vacuum Wave, I'll probably just put there even. So a Rasengan might even be a one-shot. That's a just-in-case button. Skeletal for Bracken Dance right there. I think we're good to go, and this fight will probably start instantly, so... Did I grab it? I grabbed it. Cool. So, Eden, last time we tried this, we insta-died, but that was a while ago. Hold on, you're not doing the... You're actually not doing that thing. This is the insta-kill thing, isn't it? What is happening? This skill instantly... This thing killed us in like a quarter second last time it happened, and it's just not doing anything right now. Oh. Huh. That was weird. And now we have permanent blindness? I have no idea what just happened there. Is that literally an insta-kill thing? Like you... Cool. How did we insta-die, but our Shinobi friend is just completely fine? I'm so confused what just happened there. Apparently, Hidan is scarier than I was expecting. Like, we could have just finished that fight if we wanted to. Look how low he was. But I was expecting something to happen that just didn't. Yeah. Let me recharge up to full, and then we're going to grab a fresh Hidan, because I think that one will probably despawn at this point. Or at least he's going to be at such low health that it's not going to be a fair fight. That was weird, how we're just completely fine, and the Shinobi literally took no damage. Especially since we need our Shinobi to die. Wait, was I supposed to be taking, like, massive amounts of health damage at a time, but was surviving somehow with that? That might have been what happened. But, I don't know. Oh, we literally can't hurt our Shinobi friend. That's good to know. So, we're on Willow Dance with Resistance 4. Camellia Dance. Oh, that's the Bone Sword. That's not what I meant to do. Let's go Larch Dance. Willow Dance. That gets us Resistance 4 and the good stuff. That's not what I meant to do. We need to go start charging up Sage mode, and we're actually going to go beat Hidan for real this time. We said, like, we were going to do this towards the end of last time. It just didn't happen. But our Shinobi might just be unkillable at this point, which is going to be rough. We're literally sending him to battle with an insta-kill opponent. He just came out scot-free. Oh my goodness. Anyways, I think we're all set up. This needs to go back into Lightning Chakra mode. Back into Chidori Spear. Grab one of these for actually grabbing our Shinobi. Except I can't Hmm. What is happening right now? Turn on... Ah. Oh! Come at me. Come over here. That was not what I meant to do. Whoops. Whoops. Are you stuck? Are you stuck in the floor now? Come this way. Oh, I have messed this up. Are you... Oh yeah, we do, like, that now. Come on. You're coming with us. Come on. Come on. Is this on Chidori now? Make sure it's actually on Chidori. Chidori. Oh, that did nothing. Oh, you're kidding me. Ah. We teleported our Shinobi with us, who is now breaking. This has not exactly gone to plan. I think I have some fixing of stuff to do, because the world feels like it's breaking a slight bit. 1 second. I'm going to deactivate as much as I... Ah! We need to reset ourselves for this fight, I think. Stuff is gone wrong. 1 second. Okay, so apparently what happened was I duplicated the Shinobi. Like, the real one was in the cube, but their other one got teleported to this marker right here. Which, honestly, I can get rid of. I think this one was attached to an Itachi that we tried it on, and then when the Itachi died, this thing got left behind, so I think I'm fine just to go like that. Easy enough. So, I am now out of Hidans to fight, so we do not actually get to beat a Hidan because they just every time we try to fight one, stuff like that happens. Unless this one is still kicking around over here. That is not the right death marker. Where is the right death marker? That one? That one. Cool. Is the Hidan still here? No, the Hidan 100% despawned. Good to know. We're gonna have to go hunt down a new one. So, I guess we're trying the same thing against an Otsutsuki then. Shinobi, standby following, still max level. Cool. Lightning Chakra mode on, everything else is set up. Summon Otsutsuki. Is our Shinobi... Is it capable for our Shinobi to die? Like, is our Shinobi gonna do anything in this fight? Also, probably just no. Oh, another Otsutsuki with darkness, by the way. How are we doing? I think our friend is actually doing something. Ow. How are we handling things? I cannot see at all. Also, have you lost the ability to fly? What's going on? You're sort of just there. Wow, I cannot... Darkness is the second worst effect behind Sticky. Like, it just makes it impossible to actually see what's going on. And the thing is, it still isn't killing our Shinobi. Can we stop at the blindness? Come on. Come on. Just do it. Please just do it. How is the Shinobi so unkillable? Ow. Wow. This is insufferable, actually. Like, this is just making it so much less fun. Come on. Aha! Mangekyo the Sharingan activated. Yeah. So the Shinobi eventually died, not that we could really see it, but we get the Mangekyo Sharingan, and we just get to finish this fight real quick, I guess. Vacuum wave! Oh, that works. Let's release this at a 10, I guess. That's gonna make it easiest to land. Except I somehow miss entirely still. In fact, the dodge teleport made us miss that attack, which is interesting. Come on. Come, let me... You know, this is one of the most annoying Otsutsuki fights yet, just because of weakness, darkness, and choke, making it kind of hard to see what's going on. Come on. I think we're fine. Like, I don't feel like we're in danger, really. But I do want this fight just to end. Got you. Aha! And we got a second pair of Byakugan. There we go. And now something is striking us with thunder. Oh well. Let's get the backpack set up again. I could have ended that fight instantly, kind of forgot about it. But there's 2 pairs of Byakugan. 1 more and we get the Tenseigan. Or we have to go kill the dragon first. So I guess that's probably what we're going to be doing next time. But which Mangekyo Sharingan did we get? I'm fairly certain I already know based on the design, but we're going to be double checking in just a moment once I deal with a couple inventory things. Anyways, we have I believe this is the Kamui Sharingan, if I'm remembering correctly. So there are 2 different options we could have got, and actually, if we were to get a different pair of Mangekyo, if we got another pair of Sharingan from a Kabuto DNA, I think it might be possible for us to evolve it into the other set. But yeah, I'm fairly certain that's Kamui Sharingan. I think this is the... yeah. And how does this work exactly? I want to double check one second. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna leave this for next time, cause the Mangekyo Sharingan has a lot more going for it than the normal one, and we're already at time. So we get little sneak peeks of next time, but for right now, I want to thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed as much as I have, and hope to see you next time. So without further ado, take care, everybody. Okay, so I want to thank everyone one more time for watching, and a special thank you to the channel members, Yamato Tanagura, Goddess of the Star-Filled Void, and the Phantom Knight. Thank you all so much for the extra support, and without further ado, take care, everybody.